Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Indirect talks are underway between delegations from Israel and Hamas in Egypt, the closest step yet toward ending the Gaza war. Both sides have agreed in principle to President Donald Trump's ceasefire plan, which calls for a halt to fighting, release of hostages, and aid flowing back into Gaza. Hamas chief negotiator Khalil al-Hayya says the suffering in Gaza outweighs the grief over loss of his sons. He made the remarks during a rare public appearance in Doha, just before heading to Egypt for new indirect talks with Israel over President Trump's Gaza peace plan. US President Donald Trump has congratulated Japan's Samaa Takaichi, who is set to become the country's first female Prime Minister. In a post on Truth Social, Trump praised her leadership and called her a person of great wisdom and strength. France's Socialist Party has urged President Emmanuel Macron to appoint a left-wing Prime Minister, but stopped short of demanding his resignation. The call comes after Sebastien Lecornu's government quit just hours after being formed, deepening France's political turmoil. Syria has announced preliminary results from its first parliamentary vote since Bashar al-Assad's ouster, with 119 lawmakers chosen so far, including 6 women and several from religious and ethnic minorities. Observers say the new parliament remains largely Sunni and male, raising concerns over inclusivity and fairness. The UN refugee chief has warned that bowing to US pressure to reform global asylum rules would be a catastrophic error. Filippo Grandi says Washington's push to narrow asylum rights threatens decades of humanitarian progress, as UNHCR faces record budget cuts and mass layoffs. The UN Human Rights Council has approved a sweeping investigation into rights abuses in Afghanistan, paving the way for possible prosecutions of both Taliban and foreign troops, including US forces. The decision follows a European Union-backed motion adopted in Geneva. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has confirmed that recent strikes on Russian infrastructure used domestically produced missiles, saying Ukraine relied solely on its own weapons, not just drones. He said that US arms supplies remain unaffected by Washington's government shutdown. The Kremlin says it has all the capabilities needed to meet its battlefield goals, rejecting Ukraine's claim that China is providing satellite intelligence to help Moscow target missile strikes, with spokesman Dmitry Peskov insisting Russia relies on its own space technology. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.